What's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Barochmo, just in case you did not know so. And today, I give you the key ingredients on building a successful team that'll carry you to the championship. Hopefully. Anyway, if you're new to fantasy football, I'm gonna take you through the mindset of what it is basically you're looking at when you're drafting. Because a lot goes into it, especially if you want to draft a successful team. So, mainly in the first 5 rounds, rounds 1 through 5, you're looking for guys that get a lot of touches, a lot of opportunity to make plays, because that's potential points for you. So, you're looking for those guys. Mainly in round 1, you're looking for probably a running back, honestly, because there's only a handful of elite running backs that will get you big time points. And it's about to rain. Wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, yeah. So I got pick 3. So luckily, I'm probably going to be able to get one of the top running backs on the board. Right now, Saquon Barkley just went. Honestly, I'm eyeing Christian McCaffrey. And fortunate enough, there he is for me. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take him. Christian McCaffrey. He's pretty decent on the ground. And honestly, let's go ahead. I'll just take him and I'll talk about him. Zeke was up there too, but Christian McCaffrey, he was a monster receiving. And if you got that out of your running back, especially in these PPR leagues, which they count every yard, let me tell you, then that's solid. That is a he was a second round pick. I think a lot last year, if not low first round or low first round. So he gave guys a lot of value last year. So we got a running back 1. That's already looking good. Now with this next pick, we're probably looking for the best receiver on the board, or maybe our running back 2, because receiver is very deep, especially in the draft. Essentially, you could get receiver really anywhere. You could get a wide receiver 1 if I wanted in the 3rd round. And since we have the 3rd overall pick, we're gonna get we're gonna get a very early 3rd round pick. It'd be tempting to go tight end, but honestly, I think you're looking for the top tight ends, which would be your Travis Kelce, your George Kittle, your Zach Ertz, who put up wide receiver 1 numbers. I would probably look more mid 3rd to late 3rd. Honestly, if there isn't a top receiver available at that pick, then honestly, I might go ahead and reach for one. But anyway, I'll take you. We'll come back when it's our pick. Now we're approaching our pick in the 2nd round. Actually, here it is, and this is the problem with this is the next problem you're gonna find when you're drafted is bye weeks. Bye weeks are so terrible. This year is looking like week 7 is going to be a big problem for a lot of teams. So I'm saying here, I would love to get Nick Chubb, but I would be out Christian McCaffrey and Nick Chubb for week 7, which I mean that's just 1 week. And then same goes with Mike Evans. I'd be out my number 1 receiver. Thielen's 12. Considering him or AJ Green. And honestly, that's a real toughie. I think in the end I might go Thielen, but I think I might, with the pick coming up, I think I might go Chubb. Try to address running back a little later. Zach Ertz is still there. It's tempting, but the 2nd round, I know George Kittle's still here as well. There are running backs we could get a little later. So I'll probably just go receiver here. This is a toughie. I think I'm gonna end up going Mike Evans. Yeah, let's go Mike Evans. Week 7's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to work around it. But also in the first 5 rounds, outside of probably Patrick Mahomes, I want draft a quarterback. And Patrick Mahomes, I would only get in round 5, because quarterbacks, you could find value at quarterback really anywhere in the first 8 rounds, mainly between rounds 6 and 8. you could get a quality starter. So I won't even worry about quarterback until round 6, honestly. But we got our pick coming up here again. Nick Chubb's still on the board. But we just can't. I'll probably go AJ Green here. If Thielen is still around, maybe. There's still a lot of quality running backs still left, so we could address that a little later. You know what? Zach Ertz might be. Nah, you know what? We could get a quality receiver later. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna snag AJ Green. Hopefully he stays healthy this year. See, this is why it's so tough. Stephon. You know what? We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go AJ Green, and then we'll come back around to our next pick. So here we are at the end of the 4th round. Like I said, running backs fly off the board. You have to get them. Right now, we're staring at Phillip Lindsay, which is great. I have a 2nd round grade on him, as well as Chris Carson. My only problem right now is Phillip Lindsay. He splits a lot of carries with, or he'll be splitting carries. I don't know how much, but with Royce Freeman. But Chris Carson's, that's a very run-heavy offense. I might just go with the talent with Phillip Lindsay, because he really did break out last year. As you can see, Patrick Mahomes, first quarterback off the board, and here in the 4th round. You won't want to reach for that, but look at the wealth you have at receiver right now. I mean, honestly, you can get good receivers later on the draft. You really do want to address that running back. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take Phillip Lindsay. So we got a good squad looking thus far. With our next pick, we might eye... if Chris Carson's still there, I'm taking him. But we might eye another receiver. It's a shame. I love Tyler Boyd. I would love to pick him up there. But this is what I mean. You want to fill out running back and receiver. Even tight end. Might be a little early. Look, they still got Gronk in here, man. What nonsense. I'd be eyeing Evan Ingram or Hunter Henry. Those are both very solid options. But we could get some of these guys right here. OJ Howard, Eric Ebron, David Njoku, Delaney Walker a little later if we want to. So we got that pick coming up. And this is why I say quarterbacks, like, look, only one quarterback's come off the board. Like, you can wait on quarterback. I mean, you still got top quarterbacks all over the place. So I do want to keep an eye on running back just in case. Because, I mean, that's about, if you could get guys that get a ton of touches, like, then you go for that. And it looks like we will go for that. We're just going to continue to increase our running backs. And we got Chris Carson. None of the bye weeks kind of mess with each other. So we got strong receivers, strong running backs, great flex. Now we could go here with our at the opening rounds. But we could now open with rounds 6 through 8. We could address quarterback and we could address tight end, and as well get the best player available at running back or receiver to give us a little more depth. So yeah, I'll see you in round 6. Here we are in the 6th round, and man, what can I say? We should start eyeing quarterbacks and tight ends. Now, a lot of the quarterbacks I were eyeing kind of flew off the board here. There's still one. I really like Baker Mayfield. So I think we could afford to maybe look at an even tight end. The few I wanted, Evan Ingram and Hunter Henry, they went. So at this point, I'm just going best available. And honestly, with that, I really like the pick of Manuel Sanders. He's week 10, so he doesn't match up with our other two. He gives us strong flex. I think he's going to be a favorite target of Flacco. But I mean, looking at our draft, we got a solid, like, skill positions are set. Now we just need to get quality quarterback and a suitable tight end. So we might actually hold off on quarterback until the next round, or until round 9, just so we can get a starter at tight end, or I should say round 8. As you see, they are starting to go off the board. Eric Ebron and David Njoku, I have them rated the same. Honestly, it's pick your poison. They can produce a lot, but then they could also pump out a few duds. I'm gonna go with Ebron because I think that's more of a passing team. And there, we got a starter at tight end, and now we're gonna have to wait till the end of the 8th round to address quarterback. Good luck to us. Lo and behold, Baker Mayfield still on the board. That makes me very excited. Tight end, we could still go Njoku. We want a backup there. Honestly, the way it looks like, because you want to be able to look at how people are drafting, what needs have they yet to fill out, just looking at the other teams, and you'll kind of judge by that. So we could probably wait on quarterback, and take a look at the flex. And honestly, we can make a gamble here if we want. With Sterling Shepard still available. Christian Kirk, 'cause that's going to be a heavy pass offense, so we could do that. Honestly, I think just with the confidence I have, you know what? Yeah, no, we'll go Christian Kirk. So we're pretty set at receiver. Now let's see. We're risking the biscuit here. Now rounds 9 through 13, this is where you want to fill out your bench and get some backups, but you're not looking for, like at the beginning, you're not going to find people that get a lot of touches. You're not going to find people that get a lot of volume. There goes Baker Mayfield. That's all right, though. I think there's still a couple of quality quarterbacks we can get here. I mean, there's still Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, and Russell Wilson. So no need to worry. But, and we're going to go with Russell Wilson, I think. Yep, we're going Russell Wilson. So far we got a very quality squad right here. So with, like I said, with rounds 9 through 13, you're not going to find guys that get a ton of touches. You're just filling out your bench. You're looking for guys with huge potential. Maybe handcuffs. What a handcuff is in fantasy football terms, basically, if a starter goes down, it's the next guy in line. So a guy that I want to eye right now, not right now, but later on, Darrell Henderson, the backup for Todd Gurley, because he dealt with a knee injury, and it cost him at the end of the season. I know, I was an owner. It really hurt when it came playoff time. So that's a guy that I could potentially just stash on the bench for the first few weeks of the season and just kind of wait and see. But yeah, you're looking for guys that have high ceilings, guys that you're willing to, oh man, maybe I could drop this guy if there's someone I find better on the waiver wire. So let's go ahead. Let's look. Look, quarterback. There's still a ton of available. I would like to get another running back. I don't like the value of any. Like I said, running backs go fast. I don't like the value of anyone I see here. Because you want to look for stars. Like Dion Lewis, he gets a lot of touches, but you just don't know with that offense in Tennessee. Honestly, it might be better to, if you want to get a value, better to wait. Thompson was hurt all of last year. Actually, let's check out tight end real quick. Now, can't we get a solid backup tight end? Like Chris Herndon. He played very well last year for the Jets. So coming in and getting him as a backup or a spot starter, it's not a bad pick. I still do want to address running back. I think we're a little thin there, but it's all right for now. Let's see. It looks like actually a lot of the guys I wanted are gone. Like I said, running backs, man, they fly off the board. Let's see if we could find them. Darrell. Yeah, he's still here. Wow, they have him at 630. Yeah, we could probably get him a couple of rounds. Yeah, we're probably due for one more receiver as well. I'm just going to queue him. And then also, I think Montgomery's gone. Yeah, he's drafted. And then another one. I'll take. I want to queue him. So you want to come into the draft kind of like already in mind of what you want and what you're looking for. Deion Lewis just went. That's probably who I really wanted to go at running back. You know what? Peyton Barbour is a starter. He did have a couple of really good games last year. So we'll go Peyton Barbour. Feels like a little bit of a reach, but it's all right. Like we're already got our starters at running back, so it's not a bad pick. But yeah, defense. You could find a good defense on the waiver wire. I just try to play that week 1 matchup, and then I just play the waiver wire until I find that defense that is like last year. I ended up stumbling upon the Colts defense. Ended up being like I think they were a top 10 defense. They did me solid through a majority of the year. It was quality. All right, so we're coming up to our last pick. We're going best available. And then even let's take a look at kicker right now. You still got like Justin Tucker, Will Lutz, Harrison, Butker. I thought it was Butler. Well, maybe I was wrong this whole time. Yeah, we're taking Terrell. And then we're gonna go kicker. And honestly, let's take a look at defense. What's available? Ravens D, solid. Texans, Saints D. I mean, you still got quality defenses all here. Cowboys, you can wait. I mean, granted, we'd have to wait until one of the final picks in the 16th round, but it is what it is, you know. Let's go ahead. Let's get our kicker, Justin Tucker, Mr. Reliable. Anyway, I mean, that's solid. That's solid. That is a solid squad. Look at that. Round 1, 2, 3, 4. Phillip Lindsay, round 4. Chris Carson, round 5. Then 6, 7, 8. Christian Kirk. You don't know that air raid offense? Man, that might pop off. Russell Wilson going that late. Chris Herndon, Peyton Barbour, Jimmy Garoppolo. That's just solid. So there it is. Hopefully this was informational for you. I want to help y'all. Honestly, I do. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in the game for a while. I've been playing fantasy football for over 10 years. I've been in money leagues for over 5. So honestly, if you're new to fantasy football, it's really fun. Get to trash talk with your friends. It's great. I mean, and you could get a little change in the process. So yeah, let me help you. So stay tuned for more videos to come. on basically your path to glory for winning fantasy football this year. Anyway, till next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.